Hello, today is August 10th, 2019, and I'm here with the 5 things that I'm grateful for today. Um, Today has just been so far it's only like halfway. I've only been awake for I don't know, like 7 hours, but it feels like I've already experienced so much, but I'm just feeling a lot of emotions, and so it's always funny when I'm healing emotionally or when I'm feeling a lot of emotions, like time feels so distorted, and some days feel like years and then like some days go by like minutes, and it's just so fucked up. And oh man, it's always the days that feel really long are the days that I notice that I'm resisting the most, like especially feeling my emotions. So anyway, yeah, I felt a lot of it's funny because I'm feeling a lot of grief and a lot of anger and a lot of sadness and a lot of heavy emotions, but I'm feeling just as equally like joy and happiness and contentment and peace and bliss and just acceptance and um, excitement. But yeah, then on the other hand, I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. I'm feeling a lot of doubt. I'm feeling a lot of insecurity. But then on the other side, like it's so weird. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like allowing myself to be both in my dark and light attributes, I guess. So it's really odd. Because I have to feel those emotions and then not get like stuck in them. Then I have to choose to feel peace. So yeah, I felt a lot of anger and a lot of grief this morning, a lot of sadness, um, that decided to go for a run. So I'm just thankful. The first thing I'm thankful for is my willpower, because I've gotten to the point now where doing those things for me that make me feel good, that help shift my mood, like that help bring me out of that sadness, out of those heavy emotions, um, and like choosing to do things to bring myself out of them, like going for a run or going out into nature or talking or like writing about it or doing yoga or doing a meditation or listening to music or taking a bath or taking a shower, cooking myself a nice meal. Like those things have all become just regular old things for me now. Like so I'm so thankful for my willpower and my that I'm able to be at this point now, that I can still be a human. Like my emotions are never going to go away. Like I'm never going to stop experiencing fear. I'm never going to stop experiencing like doubt and worry. It's all just about managing it. And so yeah, I'm thankful for that, for my ability to be able to discipline myself enough until I just created a habit out of it. It's not easy. I would have liked to got up at 6:30 this morning and had my run done, but instead I stayed in bed until about noon. And yeah, some days just some days you're just gonna have to, that's what you do, is you're just learning how to meet your needs in a new way. So I know I needed to rest, I know I needed to sleep in. So since I'm by myself, I had the opportunity to be in the quiet, be in the silence, but also that when you're in that energy and you're not distracting yourself constantly with other people's stuff or other people's company or with work or with all that stuff, you actually have to sit with your feelings and you have to sit with your emotions. Oh, and that can be the worst. It's uncomfortable, period. It's just uncomfortable. Oh man. So yeah, the second thing I'm grateful for is just like um, my space, like my room. I'm just thankful for my space, that because I can control the energy with my own energy, and I set energetic boundaries in my home so that I'm not absorbing other people's stuff. And it still can be hard, especially when they're family, because you have that attachment. The third thing that I'm grateful for, which I've already mentioned this, but you can't be too grateful for things, is my opinion. It's just my family in general. Because without being with them the last it's been 8 months, I think. With them, I've grown probably more rapidly and more quickly than I would have without them, because I was forced to go within myself. I was forced to rely on my own understanding. I was forced to really step into my own power and live by my beliefs and speak up for myself and practice meeting my own needs, and not allowing myself to be emotionally manipulated. It just has taught me so much. And so while it's not where I want to be, like, okay, this is why, like, I'm grateful for next thing I'm going to mention is I'm grateful for my ego. Oh, my ego, my best friend, not always my best friend, usually my worst critic, and um, my worst enemy, honestly. So befriending the ego is very challenging, and that's one thing that like my ego is struggling with is like timing, and the ego always struggles with time. Like I was saying, when you're healing emotionally, time feels so distorted, and time really is an illusion. Separation is an illusion, but the ego, the ego is not designed that way. The ego relies on time. It's like your ego is your identity. So ego is Ashley, and it's funny because I'll go for runs and I get done with running, and I can feel and hear my soul speaking to Ashley, to my ego, to my identity. And I find myself saying, I am not Ashley, because I am not Ashley. There's a consciousness moving through me, but Ashley is with me. Like, the identity of Ashley is with me. The inner child, like, that identity is with me. That's Ashley. I will always be Ashley, but I'm not Ashley at the same time. And that can be paradoxical, and that can be weird for people to even, like, grasp, especially your family. For them to come to terms with that, like, this is my daughter, but it's not my daughter. Like, it's really bizarre. And so, like, one thing that my ego always freaks out about is like timing, is because I love my family so much, and my family means so much to me. And one of the things that triggered my awakening, which I was mentioned yesterday in my gratitude entry, was that my dad, and when I found out my dad had stage 4 lung cancer, and he was diagnosed with only 1 year to live, I like completely lost it. Like, I literally ran away. And I don't mean ran away, like I ran from the kitchen to the living room and just collapsed in a corner. And like, it was weird. It was like, I don't know, but at the same time I like always knew it was coming. But what happened during this time is that timelines began to, in my mind, timelines began to crumble. Because of what I thought, like, my dad would see me at my wedding, or like walk me down the aisle. I thought my dad would see my children, and all these things began to crumble right before me. And it was just like, it shattered my whole like idea of what my life was going to look like. And so I had to learn how to live in a new way, and how to find that safety and that security and that foundation, how to create a new life that would maybe not include my dad, and be okay with it, and not necessarily be okay with it, but accept it and feel the emotions that I was going to feel, because I know even when he's gone, I'm going to experience moments where I'm going to be like, damn, I wish he was here, and those moments are going to send me into grief, and I have to allow myself to cry in those moments. Like, so yeah, that's kind of what happened to me, and so I'm just really thankful. Another thing that I'm thankful for is cancer. Because I don't think that we thank cancer enough. Like, we should be thanking our diseases, because in my opinion they're just signalers for a deeper rooted issue that could be healed. It's just a signal. It's like saying, like, your soul needs you to do some work, and if you can choose to see it that way, then it can be like your ultimate healer. And so what cancer has taught me was how to let go of control, and I think that's a lot of people that are diagnosed with cancer, that develop cancer, like they struggle with like control issues, or not feeling powerful, and so they do it as a way to give up that sense of control, and how to rely on like their heart, how to rely on their feelings, how to come back to that, how to come back to their heart generally, because it's when they're separated from their emotions that they create this disease in the body. And yeah, so I'm thankful for cancer. I know that sounds so bizarre, and people that are going through it would never understand it. Some people can't understand it. Some people never will, and it's not my place to force that upon people. It's just, that's how I had to learn how to perceive it in order for me to live a life of peace and happiness and joy and fulfillment and contentment. Was for me to just, I had to live life in a new way. So I'm just thankful for my life in general, I guess, today, even though it's sometimes challenging and can wear you out. It's also beautiful and magical and rewarding and fulfilling and exciting. And anyway, I hope you find 5 things that you're grateful for today, and I'm sending so much love.